What's up? It's Susie from HeyGrillHey.com, and today I'm going to give you 2 recipes for very simple summer side dishes that you can cook on your grill. They cook next to each other, same timeline, very easy, very delicious. You're going to feel like a pro and also like you didn't work hard at all. Let's do it. I know how easy it is to plan the big main meats of your backyard barbecue, but in my opinion, if you neglect the sides and you don't have a couple things in your back pocket, it just doesn't complete the whole meal. So these 2 sides today are super easy, great ones to have when you've got a grill hot and you need something to throw on pretty quickly that bring a lot of flavor and feed people. Bonus, they're both quite affordable. So we're gonna kick things off with our grilled corn in foil. We're gonna make ourselves a little foil pouch. So start with just some regular foil, pull off a decent length of sheet. Whoop. And then you're gonna get a second sheet and overlap it perpendicular to your first. Just like this. Now your corn is gonna go right in the middle, 4 ears that have been shucked, and I like to trim the ends off so they're pretty uniform in size. Next, we're going to add our butter. This is a lot of butter for 4 ears of corn. I'm not gonna apologize for it, it just is, okay? Half a cup of butter. Pour it over the top. And then we're gonna season with my beef seasoning, or you can just use plain salt and pepper. Turn each ear of corn so it gets coated in the butter and season both sides. Okay, we're gonna wrap up this side of the pouch first. And then your bottom layer of foil. Now you want your foil to be as tight against your corn as you can get it, because it's actually gonna help keep the steam right against the corn itself. It's gonna cook quickly and it's gonna cook beautifully. Now I've got my grill running right now with charcoal all the way across the bottom. It's about 400 degrees, 375 to 400 is a great spot to land for grilling this corn. You're just gonna pop it right onto the grates and close the lid and let it go for 8 to 10 minutes. And we're gonna move on to our second side dish. First thing we wanna do for our potatoes is get our grill pan onto the grill to start preheating. This is the hex-clad grill pan. I like this one and I'm using it specifically for these potatoes for a couple of reasons. First, the way that it's set up, I won't lose any potatoes through the grill grates. Any small items, having a grill pan is awesome. They work great for vegetables. I even use them for meatloaf. They're fantastic. But this one is non-stick, so I'm adding a lot of garlic and seasonings and butter to the outside of the potatoes. They're gonna caramelize and cook on the grill pan itself. This will allow me to kind of scrape it off and mix those into the final product so I get all of those yummy grilled toasty bits. Plus the holes in the bottom give you access to all of that grilled smoked flavor while they're cooking on the grill. Okay. That only needs to preheat for just a few minutes while we mix up all the seasoning on the outside of our potatoes. I've got 2 pounds of baby red potatoes. If you're using regular red potatoes, you can quarter them and cook them the same way. These have been boiled in salted water for several minutes until they were just fork tender. Having them pre-cooked will actually give you a great final texture. If you were to just put these whole uncooked potatoes on the grill, not only would they take a really, really long time, but you would end up with potatoes that were probably a little gluey and starchy. Red potatoes are very starchy, so giving them that first boil lets you prep them in advance inside, cuts down your cook time outside, and gives you a much better texture and flavor. To our parboiled potatoes, we're gonna add 3 tablespoons of melted butter, 2 tablespoons of your favorite stone ground mustard. This is like a garlic mustard. You can use your very favorite. It doesn't taste like mustard, it just gives you that bright acidic pop that you really, really like. If you are absolutely opposed to mustard in every one of its forms, I would actually recommend some lemon zest and some lemon juice. It'll still give you that brightness of flavor that the mustard provides. Next is 6 cloves of garlic. It is quite a bit of garlic, but the way that it cooks onto the outside of the potatoes and caramelizes in the grill pan is absolutely amazing. Next up is my chicken seasoning. I should probably rename this potato seasoning because I think I use it on potatoes more than chicken. It's herby, it has smoked paprika, a little bit of heat, garlic, onion, all of the good things that you want in a classic like Sunday roast flavor is in this bottle of seasoning. You can grab one of these, heygirlhey.com/store, and we'll hook you up, send it to you. You can have the same experience at home. We want about a tablespoon of this stuff. Gorgeous. We're just gonna give it a mix to coat all of the potatoes in the melted butter and the garlic and that grainy mustard. This is one of those side dishes that feels real fancy when you're eating it because of the herbs and the garlic and the butter and the texture. It's very, very simple to throw together. I love recipes that make me look more talented than I actually am. You like that one? Beautiful. Our corn has been on for like 3 minutes. Our grill pan is preheated. We're gonna put our potatoes in. These are gonna cook for about 7 minutes. We're gonna go in, flip the corn, stir the potatoes, put the lid back on. Both of these cook in almost the same amount of time, so they're perfect to cook together on a grill and really get that 2-for-1 benefit. It already smells so good. We're about 10 minutes into our corn, 7 into our potatoes. Everything looks and smells great. We're gonna flip our corn and give our potatoes a stir. Oh, yes. Come get a close look at these potatoes. See those crispy bits on the bottom? Caramelized garlic. I'm really into how this pan is just not sticking. So all of that yummy caramelized garlic, it's not staying on the pan, it's sticking on the potatoes. I actually think those are only gonna need about 5 more minutes, and the corn maybe another 8 to 10. Butter. Potatoes are ready to come off the grill and into my bowl. See those crispy, crunchy bits I was talking about? Those are delicious. You don't want to lose those. I mean, shout out to Hexclad. That was probably the cleanest dump I've ever had from any grill pan ever. Okay, these potatoes though. Look at, see these little crispy, crunchy, caramelized garlic and herb bits? That's what I was talking about. I just keep eating them off the spatula. Okay, we're gonna let those hang out for just a minute. Our corn's about ready to come off. Right at 20 minutes, I'm gonna pull this corn off the grill. We can feel the butter bubbling inside. So it's important to not open our corn right away. I'm actually gonna let this sit for about 5 minutes. It's going to steam in the pouch, settle down a little bit. If I tried to crack this open right now, like I said, it's got bubbling butter, tons of high energy steam, and there's a risk of burning yourself. Let it chill for 5 minutes or so. Our potatoes are gonna be nice and hot when we're ready to serve, and 2 perfect, super simple side dishes, making you feel like a rock star. Our corn has rested, our potatoes are done. I'm just dishing up a little dinner plate. I've got some simple grilled ribeye. I've got the recipe for this on my website. These beautiful potatoes. And now we gotta crack open this corn pouch. It smells so good. Oh, that browned caramelized butter. I actually like to serve this just right out of the patch. You can get your grill, what do they call these? Grill pokers? Corn?
Not grill.
Corn stabbers? Corn holders? Corn holders, that sounds right. And then just give them a twirl in your foil pouch because you get that butter and all of those seasonings just kind of all over each piece, and you're ready to go. And just like that, I think you've got a perfect plate for any dinner you're gonna be serving. I gotta try one of these potatoes because I've been smelling them and it's like torture. They're the perfect consistency. Boiling them before gives you that buttery softness inside. And then their time on the grill, it crisps the skin, but it also crisps up the garlic. So you have these crunchy bits of garlic and herb. It's almost like the croutons on a salad, that texture that it gives you to the outside of the potatoes. The flavor is phenomenal, just bright enough to balance out that butter and garlic. Those potatoes are going to become a summer side dish staple, I am certain. Onto the corn. Oh my gosh. It's perfectly cooked, first of all, because it's steamed in this pouch, but it almost tastes like each kernel of corn has absorbed the butter. You know when you do boiled corn and you just put the butter on the outside and then you get that butter, salt, and pepper first and then the corn after? This is like the opposite. You get corn first and then it's like all of that butter was just baked into each kernel. All that butter was just baked into each individual kernel. That is absolutely amazing. Very atypical from probably most of the corn experiences you've had, and super, super delicious. Okay, I gotta stop eating so I can finish this. Thank you for hanging out with our summer side dish video this week. Stay tuned every week because we're dropping new recipe videos every Thursday to help you become a backyard barbecue hero. All I want to do is help you make better barbecue so you can feed the people that you love. Between the recipes on HeyGrillHey.com or the Hey Grill Hey app or any of our products, hopefully all of those things help you level up your backyard cooking game. We'll see you next time.